Hi everyone, welcome to another Greenleaf Terrain Showcase. This time I have a set of War Machine and Hordes themed terrain. It is themed towards the Trollbloods faction on the Horde side. So we have a hill with the Trollbloods faction symbol carved into it. There are 3 sets of rock outcroppings that have troll ruins in it. And then otherwise the jungle foliage is by request of the client, and then he wanted some ruins, so I just did a few set of old town ruins that have been burnt out over time. And yeah. Then there's the pond, the other hill, and 2 tree stands, and these tree stands are like almost identical patterns because they are a specific size from the client. He wanted them to be 10 inches by 8 inches, so they're pretty much 10 inches by 8 inches, a little bit of undulation inside of them, just to not make them square or rectangular blocks. And then all the trees, again, are removable. This guy's easier to remove. I don't want to do it. You can pull them out at the stem real easy. I just don't want to do it on camera here. I don't want to mess with it. So I will jump the camera off the tripod. We will check everything out closer. So starting with this hill with the Trollbloods faction symbol carved into the top of it. With hills, you're never really going to win unless you make a massive hill for the tippy syndrome of models. So some of the sides, I try to work it a lot more of a better plane. You can sometimes place a dice behind your miniature to get them to stand up. And then other areas I make it more steep, so it is actually less, so it's only like an inch or 2, so general movement you'll be able to get up the entire hill in a single movement, depending on where you are, obviously. But then I try to leave a good flat space on the top to make the whole hill very playable. Same thing as the one back here. Again, these tree stands are built 10 inches by 8 inches as specification by the client. The jungle foliage is also requested by the client, and all these trees are removable, like I had said before, as with all of the Greenleaf Terrain tree stands. So these guys are just simple little ruins. They got a little bit of wood facade going on. It actually runs along all the bottom. Excuse me, but once I put all the foliage in, it covered quite a bit of it up. So you can't really even see this one. It's in there, but it's all hidden. So I did it up in a brown scheme up to a little bit of a tan, did my burn markings on it, and then did the natural, or the normal foliage I do for jungle foliage and all my flocking. I need to actually work on getting rid of that lip. So apologies about that lip. And try to make the ruins really playable. So always thinking about placing several miniatures in here, larger bases and whatnot. I made this big enough for a 50mm base to fit through. These rock outcroppings feature Trollblood ruins that I have the Trollbloods faction book still. There will be Trollbloods all over this piece, but I sold the Greenleaf Terrain Trollbloods and I'm moving on in factions. Just haven't had time to start painting anything up yet. So I still got that book. It's not going to get rid of any of my books. And yeah, there's the last one. This one's got a lot of ruins in there. And then there is this nice blue pond. And all these guys are shiny. They've been hit with matte varnish. But again, I have about there's six lights shining on this area right now. So these plastic plants and it's the plastic plants that are shining, and obviously this guy's gonna have some reflection because it is resin poured in there. It is airbrushed on the bottom, so you got some progression of dark blue to lighter blue in the middle, and then I've tinted the resin with a slight bit of blue ink. I used P3's blue ink, I think 2 drops. 2 little drops in my cup. And I poured 2 ponds when I did that resin. Another pond for a different project. So that is an overlook of this Trollblood's themed terrain set and all its pieces. If you're interested in picking up a custom terrain set from Greenleaf Terrain, you can email me at info@greenleafterrain.com. We also do commission painting, so I can get you a quote for that as well. So this project's going to get wrapped up and sent down to South America in the next few days. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll have more videos to come.